Good morning, y'all. It is not even 8 o'clock. Yeah, in the AM. But I tell you what, I have needed to go to the store for days now. And I go outside and I start piddling around, and then it gets too hot for Miss Hazel, and I can't go. And you know, at night, forget it. So anyway, that's what we're on our way to do. And I was about to pull out of my driveway, and I thought, oh my gosh, how many times have I said you need to check your oil? So I did. Well, it's as black as my granddaughter's hair. I mean, yeah, it is time for an oil change. It wasn't really low, but it was right there where I would have added a quart. So that's also on the agenda this morning, which is no big deal because they do that underneath a cover. And I'm out early enough to get it done. But you know how you just dread that stuff? I don't want to do it. Or at least that's the way I am. If it's not something fun, I don't want to do it. But the feeling you get. Now I'm going by right now Jiffy Lube. Now that's not the one I usually use. The one I usually use is over on College. But I might as well switch to this one down the street. So anyway, that's what's on the agenda this morning. And I just wanted to tell you that I got the sweetest email from Patience. And y'all know that's my grandbaby's mama. It was so sweet. Y'all, she told me, and I thought, but I wasn't sure. Well, anyway, she told me that her mom had passed away a month or so, or a week or so after her baby boy was born. So she said, it makes me so happy that Leanna has a grandmother, a Nana. Well, I told her, y'all, that not only does Leanna have a Nana, but so does her little boy. I could no more leave another child out of my love than chop off my right arm. So I'm telling you guys, I am going to do everything I can to get the tires I need and to get my tail on the road to go see both of my grandbabies. He's the cutest little thing. I kind of know what it's like. I mean, my mom was not really the grandmother type, you know. Now my dad, he loved his grandbaby. I'm talking about my older son. My younger son didn't have that at all. But anyway, so I am, and y'all pray for me. This is not a joke. Help me to be so frugal that I am able to make this trip. And I was so happy, y'all, when she told me that they were packing and getting ready to move from North Dakota to Spokane, where Sam is. I was so afraid, y'all, that maybe she would end up not doing that. And I'm so very happy. I'm so very happy. And I can't wait to meet all three of them. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. And she let me know just in time because I was getting ready to address the little box with the baby blanket in it. And it would have gotten there and they would have already been gone. So it was perfect timing. I just can't tell you, and I am so excited to know that I also have a little grandson. And I can love them equally. They're both children, they're both babies, they're both sweet, they are both innocent. They're innocent. No matter how they got here, no matter whether they were wanted, whether they weren't wanted, whether they were planned, whether they were unplanned, that has nothing to do with how innocent and how sweet they are and how deserving they are of all the love that they can get, no matter who it comes from. And so I did tell patients how happy I was that she was making that move, and that I was going to do everything in my power to get up there and to see them. I just was so happy, y'all. I just can't even tell you. I was so thrilled to get that email from her. And I'm definitely excited, and I'm very motivated. So when I go to Walmart today, grocery only Walmart, bare necessities. Do you remember that? That little, I know y'all will help me out. Jungle Book, Mowgli, the bare necessities. If I have that correct. But that's what I'm gonna do. That's a long drive for someone who is 64. I used to make that drive. It was so easy, y'all. And I will still have a couple of audiobooks. I will put my potty, my window coverings, and my cot in the back. I will have to get, I don't know what my son's living situation is. I think he's in an apartment right now with a friend, but you never know. Things can change. So I have to be able to be prepared. And so if I need to spend a couple of nights in a cheap motel, then I'll have to do that, because it definitely is going to be too hot to sleep in this van. It's getting hot here, and man, when it gets hot here, that brings me to another thing, y'all. Holy mackerel. When I was at Carol's the other day, they had the weather was on. It was 100 degrees everywhere. Chicago, I mean everywhere, was over 100 degrees. I tell you what, you really, really need to look out for your senior neighbors, because they cannot stand the heat. It's hard on them. You have to keep a close eye on them and make sure that they are okay. And man, I know I talk about your senior neighbors like I'm not a senior, okay? But I mean, really, truly, it's so dangerous. It is so dangerous. We tend to be more dehydrated. We don't move around as much, keep that blood circulating. We're not as strong. Many reasons. But we have to keep an eye on our neighbors. When something like that happens, you do not want to let someone right next to you pass away because of neglect. So show up with a bottle of Gatorade or some lemonade, not too sweet. It doesn't matter. Liquid. If it's so hot and you have air conditioning, drag them over to your place during the heat of the day. Sit outside, mist yourselves with a water bottle underneath a shade tree. I mean, there are so many things that you can do. But when I saw all those temperatures, it just was so scary to me. Now, I don't know about global warming, you guys. I don't study things like that, but it certainly does seem to be. Our weather patterns are changing. They are. So we have to do what we have to do to get through this and to protect our neighbors. You can bet I keep a close eye on mine, and they keep a close eye out on me. So you guys, I love you. I'm so excited about making this trip. It really, I don't know, hearing from patients, just, I don't know, it made it even more real that I have a granddaughter and a little grandson. So I'm going to do whatever I can. That means there will be no more money spent on that yard. I did get a soaker hose. I think it was $11. But you know what? My grandkids have to come first. And so I hope you do something fun today. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm not awake enough to even think about that. But anyway, I love y'all. And just to end, I didn't make a video about Phyllis because I knew that there would be dozens of y'all that put in links and made comments. And all we can do for that lady is to pray. And I will say that I don't think Mr. Bucky could have done without Phyllis. I know she's in so much pain. So much pain. But I don't think he could have stood to be without her. So we don't know. We don't know God's reasoning. We don't always know that. Sometimes it's really clear, and sometimes it's as clear as a mud puddle. But we just have to trust and have faith. And I know we're all continuing to pray for her. And that's what we'll do to support her. So, again, I love y'all. And I'll talk to you later. Bye now.